Our first speaker is someone with over 25 years of experience in dentistry and advanced clinical care.
A periodontist and an oral implantologist. He's a full-time practitioner and an international consultant. An MDS graduate from Government Dental College, Nagpur. He has also contributed extensively to dental education, teaching across some of the most prestigious institutions in the country.
And beyond his profession, his leadership extends into community building, where he has transformed spaces through his visions and execution.
Please join us in welcoming Dr. Rahul Chauhan.
Hello everyone and good morning. Myself, Dr. Rahul Chauhan. I'm a dental plastic surgeon for you all. My professional qualification is Masters in Dentistry, Department of Periodontics and Implantology. I have a vast teaching experience. I was professor and head of the department in various institutes of Mumbai and all over India. Got a practice for last 25 years in Mumbai and have international consultations as well. Your today's topic is very interesting and I relate my journey to that. Lucid Maze. You plan something and something else happens. As a young boy, passing out way back in 1998, I passed out my MDS and thought of making something else in life. Because, as you all can correlate, as a young boy, everybody used to say that you got a good personality, you got a good look, why don't you try in Hollywood movies? I said Hollywood is a distant dream, but Bollywood can be tried. And that was my main motive to come to Mumbai and try my luck in Bollywood. Not as a professional dentist. You see, what destiny stores for you generally don't have your control. I came here with a lot of aspirations there, that side, and started trying. I took up a job as a lecturer in D.Y. Patil Dental College, New Bombay, and started trying in Bollywood. My luck, my stars favored, and I got a good role in one of the very famous serials then, alongside some good actors. Did one episode also. But there was a lot of resistance from my family and a lot of family constraint, which pushed me somewhere else. They said, you belong to some other field. Why are you doing this? I thought my dreams were shattered. I said, I intend to do something, but they are pushing me to my profession, which I was really not so keen then. I thought everything ends here. My coming here was meaningless. But that didn't stop me. It was like today's theme, that some lucid maze, some twilight. I thought probably my destiny is somewhere else. Let's do something in dentistry. So along with my job, I started private practice. I used to go in the morning, maybe like my day used to start by 5:30 in the morning because I was living then in Kandivali. And to reach to Nerul, it used to take 2.5 hours in the morning. A lot of struggle for that journey. And college used to end by 4:30. I used to come back. Then I hired one practice in Bandra. So from 6 to 9, sometime it goes up to 12, started practicing like that. Somewhere I was not happy. Because my 4 to 5 hours used to go in traveling, which was not justified, at least for me. I wanted lots from life. I wanted something else. But I was doing this because I had that pre-qualification of dentistry, masters in dentistry. Somehow, I thought, like, why not to develop interest? Why to crib always? Because destiny might have planned something for me. Why not to try there? When you begin as a new practitioner anywhere in Bombay or anywhere in the world, people will not come to you. Because there are so many options available. You already have your set practitioners, you already have your known people, you already have recommendation to go somewhere. With me also same happened. And I thought, how am I going to make big in dentistry? When you start thinking and you really develop interest, the destiny gives you path. I said, let's begin in the college first. Because these surgeries I learned over the period in my masters, I said, let's start doing it in the college. I started choosing patient because college has no dearth of patient. And started performing surgeries there. D.Y. Patil College, I'm talking about way back in 1999. When I started doing surgeries, which were only there in the books then, and many a time those surgeries were not performed in that college, many of these interns, they started developing interest that there is new professor has come and who's doing surgery, why don't we go and ask him and learn those surgeries from him. Because in internship, once you finish your final year, you become an intern before you get your doctor's degree. To my surprise, after my second or third surgery, 40, 50 students, interns, they started coming and asking, sir, we want to see your surgery, please, can you do this surgery, can you do that surgery? They used to even come with suggestions. And this is how there was a beginning. You'll say, what is my gain in that? Okay, you gain a popularity in the college, but what is your professional gain? You know what happened? There's something called miracle. People got to know in that college that I practice in Bandra in the evening. So all these students and their parents and their friends, they started referring patients to me. All that impression created in D.Y. Patil College then started helping me in my practice. This is how my journey began. Slowly, the practice grew up much more than what I expected. Not only that, I said, what is beyond this? Because practice, yes, like you all must have had a lot of interaction with your doctors or dentists or like, other professionals. Everybody wants to grow in their life. I said, what is beyond this? Then I come across one of my friend whose uncle was in Dubai. He said, why don't you try some entrance exam in Dubai and they might absorb you as a consultant. I didn't know that. That was a different domain altogether. We never was taught in college or like, nowadays you all have a lot of exposure. You have campus interviews and you have a lot of companies coming and absorbing you all. We never had that luxury then. I'm talking about way back in 2000s. And I said, I will give all those competitive exams. There's something called MOH, DHA. These are competitive exams. You have to go, write exam, then there are interview conduct, and then after that your selections are done. For my surprise, first I thought I don't stand anywhere. But for my surprise, I was selected and my international career began. I got international consultation and started a lot of growth in life. Is that the end? Growth means what? We all are here, we are studying, we are creating our base. Base is very important. Your basic concepts are very important. Life is very important. There are many influences you will come across in your life. You have to listen to them, learn from them, and implement them in your life. Yes, you have to have a broader concept. When you are ready to learn, a lot of people are there to teach you. How today's theme is so very important. A lucid maze. Because many a time we think that our plans are perfect. I thought my plan is perfect, that just go to Bombay, try in Bollywood, and you might end up getting a good exposure in Bollywood and you might become a big star one day. But destiny never had that plan. It is like, I can quote some example, the greatest discoveries in the world were never planned. You all must be knowing about, because you all are science students, must be knowing about penicillin. This antibiotic was invented by mistake. Same like a pacemaker in heart. It was a failed experience. Same like X-rays or radiographs you all must be knowing about. That was also out of some curious experiment. These greatest inventions of humankind were never planned. We all plan a lot of things. No harm in planning. No harm in planning. But if that doesn't happen, you're not going to lose heart. You are going to find some other way. Or whatever comes to you, you have to try and see that you can excel in that. There is no harm. Because unless and until you generate interest, unless and until you accept facts, unless and until you get into the tune of your own liking or disliking, you're not going to make big in life. So these greatest inventions tell us the story that yes, it was not planned, but it happened. There are so many inventions like that. So many, like microwaves or like radar and all that. If you see these inventions, the stories behind these inventions, they were not really planned. All they happened. So the success is not an accidental discovery or something. Success, you have to work towards whatever a life offers towards you. In my case, life offered me dentistry only. I never intend to do that. But when you're offered, I said like, let me give my 100%. There is nothing like 99% in life. If you want to give your best, give your 100%. And when I started doing that, I could see I'm getting a lot of opportunities opening doors for me. In academics, then started writing papers, then started like preparing talks, then started preparing hands-on courses, learning new techniques. Our days, people didn't know that what all things are done in dentistry. I'm a cosmetic surgeon also. You all must have heard about a perfect smile. Many people come to me to get a perfect smile that can be created. Whatever bad teeth you have, there are two ways of doing it. Either you do it instantly, overnight, or it takes 2 years. You all must be knowing the ortho braces, orthodontic treatment where like braces are put and your teeth are aligned. But if you don't want to spend so much of time and you have certain kind of urgency, or you all are media people or people of glamour field or like public speakers and all that, and you don't have time, then there is a cosmetic solution available where we can create overnight smile for you. Exactly ideal way, the way it suits you. Everybody has a different facial type, everybody has a different choices, colors, all that can be matched and you're given one of the best smiles. What all other things are there? You mustn't have heard, putting dimples. We can put artificial dimples and make it look so natural. Many people have improper commissure where like when they smile, they're at least 5 teeth each side should be visible and not seen. Even though they are very good looking, their smiles are not good. So all these things had to come. You all must have heard about Botox and fillers and blah blah thing. lot of cosmetic corrections are required nowadays. It's a world of marketing. It's a world of looking good. It's a world of presenting yourself in best of the manner. Tomorrow you all are going and heading for certain interviews. You need to have a perfect attire, a perfect smile. A lot of imperfections are not taken in proper stride. So when I started doing all this, I was getting newer ways. Newer ways were opened. I was like teaching. I was doing my consultation. I was doing my international consultation. But then again, you get little stagnation. I said, what else in life? Is this the only life I wanted? Because once you become little successful, you look out for something else. It's like things happened in my life which I never dreamt of. And that too, doing dentistry, which was my actually a secondary option. Even after being highly qualified, I never wanted to do dentistry, I confess that. But when I started doing, I gave my 100%. And it was such that success by which I could buy whatever luxuries were available for only elites then. And I was surprised, flabbergasted, that yes, this is possible. This is possible because there is something called giving your 100%. No compromises. Honest efforts, knowledge based. If you don't have a knowledge, do not touch that domain. Gain knowledge and then touch that domain. Try and perfect yourself because perfection is very important, especially in healthcare professionals. If you are not perfect in our knowledge, if you're not perfect in our surgeries, we are not going to create perfect results. All this was happening. Life was going very well. God has blessed us and we were doing well. Then suddenly one thought struck. Is there anything else I can do? Because professionally when you do something, many of you or like your seniors or your parents must have come across this situation that what next? Even though you're doing well in your profession, many a time you like to see something. I started learning about, because I am an avid reader, I started reading about things, learning about investments, learning about now cryptos, learning about a lot of things because like technology is evolving so fast. I was talking to one of your faculty about crypto and AI and all that, and it's mesmerizing. As I became accidental dentist, I don't call it as accidental in totality so, because I was a professional dentist, but as I said, it was my secondary option. Dentistry happened, I gave my 100%, I got whatever is desired success. Same like that, I became accidental secretary of one of the societies of Mumbai, big society of Mumbai. I never intended that I'll be in society affairs. But when I became a secretary there, our society was in a bad shape. And I said like, everybody has a different persona and personality. If you want, you can create changes in the society. You can create a real rewarding changes in mindsets of people. In Mumbai, what happens is, people think that only BMC should come and clean our streets and houses and take our garbage. And that is not our responsibility or duties. And that is the reason why our city is not in that good a shape. I said, let's start a change somewhere. We started a drive of zero garbage society. That nobody is going to throw garbage. Everybody is going to do micro segregation at home level. And we developed one compost project, segregating that waste into a compost. And for our surprise, we won Zero Garbage Society Award and a cash prize from BMC. That was the biggest encouraging moment. Our once a very bad society transformed into one of the best society. Not only that, our audits had problems. We became number one in that also. Consecutive 7 years, we got A grade in audit. And our society won an award for iconic society in entire Mumbai and Maharashtra. All those who were thinking that this is not possible, it became possible because we started talking to people. That look, we require your cooperation. One person cannot make change, but he can get people in his team and deliver. Now when it was happening, the one more last thing, we got to know that redevelopment of our society was not possible because there was extra FSI consumption. We got it done. Today, we got one of the best offer and a reputed builder who's coming in and doing redevelopment of our society. All this was possible because we were finding ways. Whenever you get obstacles, we were finding ways. We were fighting our way towards that. So whether it is in your profession, in your personal life, in your social life, whenever you get any problem, life is a maze. You will never get a straight path of success. But in that also, if you put in your 100%, put in your honest effort, you deliver results. This is what I wanted to talk about. Thank you so much.